Hello everyone, today I'm here to give you my monthly book haul. This month will be the July book haul, but it might not be all the books I buy in July. Who knows? I try to put them up at the very beginning, so that will tempt me not to buy books. But let's be honest here, I just buy them a lot. Anyway, let's get on to the books I've gotten for this book haul. First book I have to show you've already read, actually my good friend Dylan over at DMFriend26. I will leave his channel right here, or you can go, I will also leave the link down below. He went to a Sarah Dessen book signing, and I contacted him a few weeks ago. I'm like, hey, can I send you a Sarah Dessen book for her to sign and send back? And then I totally forgot to do that. But the awesome guy like he is, he got me this book and he had Sarah sign it. So he got me along for the ride, which I thought I owned, but I don't. Anyway, he got it for me and she signed it just as to Heather. And I just am so grateful that I did that. So thank you so much, Dylan. Definitely go check out his channel. It's awesome. And yeah, I'm just excited. He is awesome. So is Sarah Dessen, so I'm super excited about it. Next book I got strictly based on the cover. I researched it, but I strictly fell in love with it for the cover. I was just walking around Target and I saw this cover and I was like, I have to have this book. And that is Tell the Wolves I'm Home by Carol Rifta Brunt. Brunt? I don't know. The cover is just beautiful. It's like a teapot and it's got this beautiful like text script around it. I just love it. The only thing I don't like about it is it has the Target Club pic, which is not a sticker that's on the book, but whatever, I'm not too picky, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful cover. And I researched it on Goodreads and a lot of people love this book, and it takes place in 1987, you know, another book where it was just taking place a year before I was born. It's about a girl named June, and June is best friends with her Uncle Finn, and her Uncle Finn is a famous artist, and then suddenly Uncle Finn dies, and she is left very sad and lonely, and she's just not happy. But then she receives like a note and like a gift that's a teapot, which I'm guessing this one right here, and she meets a guy named Toby, and apparently he knows a lot about her uncle, and then she learns more stories about her uncle, and they go like on a secret mission or something like that. Basically, this book says, I'll read you the very last sentence, a love letter to everyone who's ever felt invisible, misunderstood, and a little bit lost. So I'm excited to read this. I heard it's very sad though, but sometimes I can read sad books, sometimes not, but I will eventually read this. Next book I actually got sent to me by Quark Books. I love them. They sent me William Shakespeare's Star Wars by Ian Doescher, and let's talk about the awesome cover that it is. It's got Darth Vader and it's just awesome. Basically, this is a Star Wars only told in like a Shakespeare format, so it's just awesome. It's very, very short, as you can see. And the cover is awesome, and they have illustrations inside. No, I just heard so many cool things about this. I'm so excited to read it. And even without the book jacket, it looks cool on its own. It's got this whole kind of rustic feel to it, and I love it. I'm so excited to read this. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. I love Quark Books. They send me the coolest book. The next book I found at Books A Million, if you want to find some really good and expensive books, go to the Books A Million clearance. They have tons and tons of YA that are on clearance, and I always find at least one when I go there. And this one that I found this time is Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Sabobian Vivian. I don't know. I've read Jenny Han's Some Are Turned Pretty, and I've read Sabobian Vivian's The List. Liked them both, so I thought I'd pick this up. Hopefully you can see this. It may be too bright. I'm sorry for that. I'm never going to find a contrast for my videos. It's going to be too dark, too light. I'm sorry. I'll work on it. That's all I can say. As you can see, I got it for $5. I will take the sticker off. This is basically about 3 girls that had bad stuff happen to them, and they want some revenge. They teamed up together. And when I read the synopsis, it almost reminds me of Pretty Little Liars, a little thing going on here. That's what I get when I read this, when I read the synopsis. So I'm excited to read it because I love me some Pretty Little Liars. And then I decided to go wild on Amazon. Ever since I finished this book right here, The Fifth Wave, I have been on a adventurous, kind of dystopian, sci-fi kind of book feel to it. I looked at my shelves and I'm like, I don't have enough dystopian, I don't have enough adventurous, which I don't know why. I have enough books, obviously. But I just said, I need to buy more, like right now. And so I did. And these are the books that resulted from that. So yeah. The first book I have is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, and I have literally heard nothing but good things about this. People rave over this series, and I am just so excited to read it. Pretty much this is about a girl named Ruby, and she wakes up on her 10th birthday as something is different. Something frightening enough to make her parents call like the police and all that kind of stuff, and she gets sent away to a place called Thermod, I believe. It's a brutal government rehabilitation camp for people like her. And then now she's 16, she finally escapes this brutal rehabilitation camp, and she is on the run, and she's desperate to find this safe haven where there's other people like her called East River. And I've heard nothing but good things about this. Like, I am so excited to read it. Like, I want to read it right now. I want to. The next book I already got and read, and that's just Pivot Point by Casey West. This is about a girl named Addison. She lives in a world where it's okay to have powers, or everyone has different powers. She can look into the future and see different outcomes. Like, she'll like if you say you want to go to this college or if you want to go to that college, she can visit both of the futures and, you know, pick her future pretty much. And it's basically about that. The story is very well written. I love it. It's very, very good. I highly, highly recommend this book. Amazing. And the cover is gorgeous too. Love it. The book I got is Taken by Erin Bowman. And this actually takes place from the point of view of a guy, which we don't get too often. I do love reading books that takes place from the guy's perspective, but I don't read them nearly as much as I read from a girl's point of view. So I'm excited to read it. And when I read this synopsis, it really reminds me of Gone by Michael Grant, which I was not a huge fan of. I never even finished it. Don't hate me. Not one book is for everybody, people. Anyway, this is about a guy named Gray. And basically what happens in this place is there are boys, but every one of them vanishes on the night of their 18th birthday, like at midnight. Basically, Gray's 18th birthday is mere months away. And he's prepared to meet his fate until he finds a strange note from his mom and starts questioning everything. So I'm thinking he's going to find out why, and maybe, you know, not just ruin his 18th birthday. I've heard mixed reviews about this, but I'm still excited to read it. I've also heard amazing things about it, and that's just Reboot by Amy Tintera. I love that last name, Tintera. Like almost Quentin Tarantino, but not quite. Basically, it's about a girl named Ren. She was shot 3 times in the chest, like bam, bam, bam. That's not how you get shot, by the way. After 178 minutes, she comes back as a reboot, which basically reboots are stronger, faster, able to heal, and less emotional. And the longer reboots are dead, the less human they are when they wake up. So since Ren was dead for 172 minutes, she is like the less human out of them all. Like, she's the deadliest reboot out there. 17, she serves as a soldier for the Human Advance and Repopulation Corporation, and her favorite part of the job is training. And then she gets a newbie and he doesn't know what she's doing and she doesn't like it, but then I think she starts to fall in love with him, perhaps. I don't know. I've heard really, really amazing things about this, so yeah, I'm excited to read this one. The one I'm super excited to read, this might be my favorite cover of them all, is The Archive by Victoria Schwab. This has been on my wish list for a while. Like, everyone reads about this book, and I know Jessica the Reader loves it. I know a lot of other people love this book, and I'm so excited to read it. It's a hard one to explain, but I mean, look at the inside cover though. And you know those books that just feel soft? Like, this one just feels so soft. Weird, probably so, but that's who I am. It is, it's about a girl named Mackenzie, and she is a keeper. And basically what a keeper is she is tasked with stopping violent histories from waking up and getting out. And so it's a very, very dangerous job, and then I think certain things happen to her, and she starts to question the line of whether to keep them, you know, alive or not, or keep the dead on the shelves or not. And then she figures out somebody is deliberately alternating histories, and so she's got to figure that out. It's very complicated to explain, at least to me, but I've heard amazing things about this, so I'm excited to read it, so yeah. The book I got is Unravel Me by Tara Mahaffey. Never gonna pronounce that name right. Let's just face the facts. This is the sequel to Shatter Me, and basically what Shatter Me is about is a girl named Juliet who, when she touches people, she's got a deadly touch. You know, you'll die. And it's about her, and they're trying to enlist her to make her a deadly weapon and all that kind of stuff. This is the sequel to it, and there is a cover change. This was the first cover, which I wasn't hugely in love with. I really don't like it that much, and then they changed it to this cover. And I like this cover a lot more. I think it's very cool. I love the frost almost, or is it frost? I don't know what it is. It looks like frost from a distance. But I'm excited to read it. So that is all the books I have for my book haul this month. Hopefully I won't buy more. In reality, I probably will. So there may be a second book haul later on down the road. Anyway, if you have heard of any of these books or read them, please let me know. I love discussing that with you guys. And yeah, what books have you got recently? Because I'd love to know those as well. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your week.